John, after the elation of the win against Aberdeen, was it an easy task giving the players Monday off?
The players get a monthly schedule. They get it in advance. They know exactly, when we're going to train, when we're not going to train. So it was in the schedule to have Monday off. So they would have had Monday off regardless of the scoreline. If we got beat 10-0, won 10-0, they were off. It meant that then after that we're going Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3-day lead in into the game on the Friday. So it was a timely break, we had been in sort of 4 days in a row leading up to the game on the Sunday. So the situation of getting sick of the sight of me probably, and me getting sick of the sight of them, they needed a break. So we the Monday off, come back in Tuesday. Today, Tuesday was a little bit more than recovery. We got back in, the other guys did a bit more. Today we've upped the intensity, kept it quite short. So just program it along quite nicely, looking to get everyone in fine fettle for Friday night.
Yeah, and after that win on Sunday, it must have been a really enjoyable video analysis session on the Tuesday, just going over the good points of that game.
Yeah, it was a very good video analysis session. We rely heavily on that. There's a number of great points to pick up on. Probably, the fans will probably see these things and maybe not mean a no lot to them, but the recovery runs feel like Regan Tumulty getting back. He puts a ball in on the byline, and the next thing he's stealing the ball off the boy on the halfway line, and his recovery run was fantastic, absolutely incredible. He wasn't the only one. Matage went on and he's chasing away back again to stop the opposition going forward. Young Aaron Arnott was also, Dylan Tate, so yeah, it's good to look at the goals and the attacks and the good play, but these things are every bit as important. It stops the goals, gives the opposition less time on the ball to pick out a quality ball, and it's very, very important. The pressing that we did and the organisation and the discipline within the shape of the team was so important, and the guys were excellent in all these features. We got a little bit more comfortable in the game in the second half. We played more of our type of game in the second half, and when I look back on it, it was actually a very good performance. First half we had to weather the storm to a certain extent with Aberdeen coming out the blocks pushing us back, and we didn't deal with that with regards to, they didn't create a lot of chances. It was fine, but on the ball we could have done better on the ball. Took us a little bit of time to settle down, and when we did actually pass the ball, we created a really, really good attempt. So a couple of opportunities arose from throw-ins, and as I said at the weekend, probably created two really good chances in the first half, but the second half was getting the goal back so early, confidence flowing throughout the team, everyone then wanting the ball, everyone showing a little bit more composure, everyone lifting their game and intensity, and a little bit of the opposite from Aberdeen, and it meant that we went on to win the game.
Yeah. And as you said in an earlier answer, no time to sit back and relax. Straight back into it with a massive league game on Friday live on the BBC. As ever, we need to approach this match in the right manner and take nothing for granted.
No, it's a derby game, and you can't take things for granted at your peril. There's absolutely no danger. No, we're back working. We were back working yesterday, and immediately turning away from the video analysis of the Aberdeen game and turning very much onto the Dunfermline game. So it's a massive game. Both of us sitting with 1 point after a possible 6, so both teams looking to get another 3 points on the board and start to climb the table. A long way to go. It will not define anything, but obviously we want to try and follow on the back of a really good result in the cup into the derby game. We're at home. We want to try and make that take that advantage of being at home, the home support behind us. Hopefully the fans were encouraged by the performance and the result against Aberdeen, and hopefully there's going to be a massive crowd here, even though the game is on the television on the Friday night. Hopefully there's going to be a big crowd here, opportunity to come along again and support the team. We thank the fans enormously for the support they gave us at the weekend. Again, big numbers at the game. It was a great atmosphere, and the Aberdeen fans made it a great atmosphere as well. They went away a little bit unhappier than our fans, but they played their part in creating a great atmosphere. So delighted to see both sets of fans in the stadium, large numbers, and creating a good atmosphere, which helped the players.
is a great showcase for the Fife derby, live on telly, 5,000 crowd thereabouts expected in the stadium. A lot to look forward to.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, I'm sure Peter and his team, they're going to try and get back to winning ways as well. So they're going to be very much up for it. They'll be fighting. They'll be a little bit sore. I think any championship team could have went to Ibrox on Friday night and got beat 5-0. So I don't think there's any slight in that. But I'm sure he's looking to bounce back. So we've got to be aware of that. We've got to make sure that we're very much at it and not taking anything for granted whatsoever. It's an opportunity for us to try and get the points on the board. Both teams will put everything into it, which you would expect. Hopefully we can come out on top.
Yeah. Regards the health and fitness of the players, any change to the injury picture? How are the guys coming back from injury coping?
Yeah, well, we have no new injuries going into the game. We've got no new injuries, which is good, which is great. Yeah, I mean, all the guys have really got a few weeks ahead of them before they're going to get back. So there's not an awful lot of new news to tell you from what we said at the end of last week. The games are coming thick and fast. I'm expecting Brad and Frankie and Lewis tomorrow goes to see the consultant, Mr. Keatons, who, as I've said, was a surgeon who's worked on Lewis's knees. So he's the best person to go and examine his knee. His knee will get a proper examination on Friday morning. We're hoping for good news, obviously. We're hoping for good news. Lewis is responding. Lewis is presenting very well. The scan is telling us something slightly different. Now that's not new. We've come across this before. But, Mr. Keatons is the man. He's the one who's going to decide, the course of rehabilitation or whatever. But Lewis is presenting. He's very, very he's in good spirits.
Good. Finally, John, after the cup victory, the other big headline obviously was the draw for the cup quarter final. They don't come much tougher than a visit to your former employers in the East End of Glasgow, do they?
No, not at all. And maybe a couple of weeks back you might have been thinking, oh, I've got a chance here, and then 2 weeks later they're firing all cylinders and brought in some new players and scoring goals for fun. 6 goals against Dundee and 3 goals against Hearts, and by all accounts, I mean, I didn't see the Celtic Hearts game, but when I jump in the car, Craig Levine and I don't know who the other one was at the time, they were saying that Craig Gordon had kept Hearts very much in the game and it could have been a cricket score. And so that's a little bit daunting, but I think it's great for the club to be going there and great for the players. I think like young Dylan Tate at 19, playing just not so long ago in the Fife Elite, and even at the weekend there, he's starting there against Dylan McGeoch, and later in the game, Scotty Brown, Lewis Ferguson. Lewis is still a young boy, a young player, but he's got a lot of experience under his belt, and young Dylan's in there. He's going to go to Celtic Park and play against Callum McGregor, David Turnbull, Ryan Christie, all these type of guys, and it's great for these guys to be doing that, and not only Dylan, everyone. We put young Arnott on at 17. Can you imagine him going on in 5 or 6 weeks at Celtic Park? Again in May he's playing for the Fife Elite. And you could possibly go in front of 50,000-60,000. Who knows? So it's great, and that's what it's all about. It's again, it was a nice challenge against Aberdeen. Thankfully, we could manage to compete and hold our own. It'll be a little bit different against Celtic. From what I'm led to believe, I'll probably go and watch them 2 or 3 times before we play them now. So we'll get a right good idea of what we'll be up against, and we'll do our best. But I think the club in general deserve the opportunity. We've been playing Premier League opposition and getting harsh lessons at times, but learnt from them at the weekend and done the job, and hopefully we can go and make a game at Celtic Park.
Well, it's something, as you said, to look forward to in 5-6 weeks' time. But for now, best of luck for the derby game on Friday, and thanks for your time, John.
Thank you.